Hey guys, welcome back to Wildflower Carm. I finally got my name right. So I switched my name from Love Wildflower to Wildflower Carm a few weeks ago just because I prayed about it and I felt like the Lord wanted me to launch under a new name. I think it's a little bit more identifiable to me than Love Wildflower 88, which was my old Instagram name. And so now welcome back to Wildflower Carm. And I'm super excited today because I'm going to do a deep conditioner and chill video with you guys. This is my first time trying this. I have watched other really amazing influencers do like face mask and chill. Vicki Logan, shout out to Vicki Logan, you guys. I love her. She is thebomb.com, but she does like a face mask and chill, and she'll just talk to you guys like about the face mask and about her life and stuff like that. So I've decided I'm gonna do a deep conditioner and chill just so you guys can get to know me a little bit better, and just like the different seasons that I've gone through with my hair and stuff like that. So let's get into it. My hair is freshly washed, and if you want to know what I use to wash my hair, you could check out my video from last week, which was my wash routine. I somehow got my ring light and my camera rigged up into the shower where it was literally like neck up, so you guys could actually see me wash my hair thoroughly. And so check out that video if you want to know what I wash my hair with. But today I'm going to be deep conditioning with Thank God It's Natural Honey Miracle Hair Mask. And this stuff, you guys, the reason why I'm using this is because I already know it and I've used it before, and I know that it's a really good deep conditioner. So today's video is not about me trying something that I've never used to like do a product review. I can tell you guys this stuff works really well, but I also will say it's a pretty pricey product. This is $19 at Walgreens. Might be a little bit cheaper if you can find it at Walmart, but it's 20 bucks. And for the amount of hair that I have, doesn't last me a lot of times, but I would say I might get like 4 uses out of this. What I'm going to share with you guys is hair nightmares that I've had. So a lot of people think, you know, that when you have like really long hair, that means that your hair just kind of grows and grows and grows. And I'll be honest, my hair does grow pretty well when I take care of it, but I have had a couple hair nightmares, you guys. So I'm just going to talk to you guys about those things and just about some things that you just absolutely do not want to do with your hair, things that I've learned over the years. One time, I did a bentonite clay mask on my hair. And so like when I went natural, you guys, in 2009, actually August of 2009. So this August will be my 10-year natural hair anniversary. Wow, it's been 10 years since I've been natural. So honestly, I went natural at a time where the biggest YouTubers were, I use a generous amount for deep conditioning. The biggest YouTubers were Chazelle Couture. If you know Chazelle Couture, then that means you've been natural for a really long time, or you've been studying natural for a long time. Chazelle Couture was like the top hair person back then. And there was a couple other girls. You have Shea Coco Love, who's now Carmen, and I don't know Carmen's married last name, but I was obsessed with these girls. And I used to watch them all the time. But some point a few years after going natural, bentonite clay got like really poppin', and I would like watch girls do like YouTube videos and make like these bentonite clay masks. And to be honest, back then I was only deep conditioning. I'm sorry, back then I was only co-washing my hair. And so I really had a lot of product buildup and stuff like that. And so a lot of people were doing these things to figure out alternative ways to wash your hair. Apple cider vinegar was one of them, and doing a bentonite hair clay mask was another one. Now, of course, you'll still see this. Like, I'm not saying this is something from the past, but I was like really geeked about doing this because I was just like, oh yes, another way to like get my hair clean, because I really don't want to use shampoo. But I knew that every once in a while that I really needed to strip my hair and like give it a chance to like breathe, you know. So I like go to Whole Foods or something. Probably wasn't Whole Foods. I'm guessing it maybe was a mustard seed. And I just want to do a sidebar, you guys. My hair is still wet because I just got out of the shower, but it's not as wet as I would like it to be. So I have a spray bottle of just hot water. It's actually pretty warm, and I'm just going to spritz my hair so that I can make sure it's actually wet enough. And the reason why I do this before I put hair product on my hair or before I deep conditioner is because warm will keep the hair follicle open. Cold water closes the hair follicle. So when you're washing your hair and trying to get it clean, you want to use hot to warm water because it's going to keep the hair follicle open. The same way if you're putting a deep conditioner on, you want to use warm water because it's going to keep the hair follicle open for that deep conditioner to get down in there. And then when you're done with all of that, you want to use cold water to seal it up because that's going to close that hair follicle back up before you put all of your product and such in. So back to my story. So yeah, I go to Mustard Seed, which is like our version of Whole Foods here in Akron. And I don't know if I've said this before, but I'm from the 330, you guys. I'm from Akron, Ohio. Shout out to LeBron James, who now plays for the Lakers, but he's from here. He's from Akron, Ohio. But I go to the store, get this bentonite clay mask, and my mom, she is so funny. She is like a big advocate for like test it or try it before you like slather it all over your face or put it all over your hair. So I didn't listen in typical fashion, unfortunately. Actually, I'll take that back. I listen to my mom a lot, but I guess I just wasn't feeling it at the time. And so I do this bentonite clay mask, and I put this stuff all over my hair. And you guys, my hair reacted horribly to it. Like, when I say horribly to it, I mean horribly. Another sidebar. This is amazing, you guys. Like, the slip that I have with this, it's like coating my entire hair. It just feels really great. This is going to be a really good deep conditioner. Just rub some in the center there to make sure it gets up in there. Back to my story. My hair reacted horribly to it. Like, terribly. When I washed it out of my hair literally felt like straw. And I freaked out and panicked. And yeah, my hair never recovered from that. Like, I don't have any like really big dramatic I had to cut my hair off or anything. Gradually I just did because of how like straw like it felt. But the moral of the story with that is, before you put any very different thing in your hair, like, okay, to be honest, I don't test like shampoos or deep conditioners or regular conditioners, but before you put any dramatically different thing in your hair, test it first, because my hair never recovered from that. And it just was so dry and it felt like straw. Like, my hair just, whatever is in bentonite clay, it abhors it. Like, it hates it. And so yeah, I learned the hard way. Don't just go slapping stuff in your hair and thinking it's gonna be cool, because sometimes it's not cool. Second story. I get my hair straightened once a year, and actually it has been this Valentine's Day, it'll be 3 years. Yeah, it'll be 3 years since I've had my hair straightened this Valentine's Day. The last few years, I just haven't really had a reason to straighten my hair. Like, that year I was going on a date with my boyfriend at the time, and I just wanted to do something different. But the last few years have been kind of a roller coaster for me in life. I'll get to that in a completely different video, but haven't straightened it in a while, suffice it to say. And so this Valentine's Day will be 3 years, but usually I straighten my hair once a year. And so a few years ago, that would be 3 or 4 years ago now, I was in a hair show. Okay, can I just say, you guys, this is actually not really easy to talk about myself and like focus on that and focus on what I'm doing with my hair. So I'm sorry if this video was all over the place, but yes. A few years ago, I straightened my hair. This is probably like 2015 at this point. And I straightened my hair, and the girl who's doing my hair, I will say she's amazing. Like, she's the only person I actually let straighten my hair. She straightened my hair, and I have only ever had my hair straightened once and then waited almost an entire year. But when I was there get my hair straightened, she was like, yo, like, we're doing this hair show for Beautiful Textures. And shout out to Beautiful Textures. I don't see Beautiful Textures that much anymore, but it was popping back then. Like, it was like one of the really new big hair care lines. And so she's like, we're doing this hair show for Beautiful Textures. I would love for you to be a hair model. Can you do that? And I was like, sure. And so I come to the salon 2 weeks later. It was time for me to wash my hair out of it being straight anyways. And I asked her what she was going to do my hair. And she told me that she was going to straighten it. And I was like, okay. And I knew, like, okay, I've never had my hair straightened twice in a row before. I didn't know how I was going to respond, but I just decided to just, like, go with it and trust it. And plus, to be honest, I really wanted to be in a hair show. Like, I actually, if you guys know Romance, she's from Cleveland. She was in that hair show. And at the time, Curly Clee was really big. I actually think all of them, maybe, I don't know if they even still do Curly Clee, but Curly Clee, at the time they were like co-hosting it at Bar Louie in Cleveland, and really wanted to be in a hair show. Not much of a bar, I'm actually not a bar person at all, but yeah, went, let her straighten my hair. And like the way the hair show was set up, basically she wanted to showcase and show with my specific hair, like shrinkage versus how long your hair is when it's straightened. And so like she straightened half of my hair, and like I just kind of like walked around and mingled with the people with like half of my hair straightened for the night. And yeah, that was it. And so at the end of all of that, she straightened the other half of my hair. I went home. A couple weeks later, I went to wash my hair. When I say y'all, I had heat damage like a mug. Like literally, my hair was like curly straight. And this is like inches and inches and inches of natural hair that is just like completely straight. And I like tried to do all the things that people say you should do, like try to just wash it a few times and see what happens and put conditioner on it. And like, this is a little bit of a tangent, but I honestly think that what a lot of people think is just a looser curl texture is heat damage, because our hair is really susceptible to heat, especially at like high temperatures. And so a lot of times people will come to me and say, oh my gosh, my hair is just so many different textures, or like my hair just won't curl up. And I'll ask them, how many times do you straighten your hair? How often do you straighten your hair? And a lot of times it's heat damage. It takes a lot for some people to not put heat in their hair. I'm the exact opposite. I actually just don't thrive on putting heat in my hair in the first place. So I'm fine with it. But y'all, I had heat damage like a mug, like all in the front of my hair. Probably like this much hair off the front of my hair. And I, once again, had to learn the hard way. Yo, be careful what you do to your hair and what you let people do to your hair. So yeah. Those are like my two like hair nightmares that I wanted to share with you guys. But here are some other hair don'ts that I figured out along the way, like things that you just do not want to do to your natural hair. See my nails? I have gel on right now. Right now my nails are pretty chippy. You might not be able to see it on camera, but they're pretty chipped. I'm trying to see. Can I see it at all? Your nails are a really big part of your body that needs to be taken care of when you're trying to take care of your hair, because if you've noticed, when you're washing your hair, you like your nails will snag on your hair, and that will cause you to have split ends. So one of the things that you just don't want to do is just like be washing your hair with raggedy nails. I just did that today. That's not a good idea, and I ripped some of my hair out because of it. And I know that might sound like a small thing, but for real, if length is what you want, it's to like retain the hair that you have on your head so that it can get longer. You need to cut them nails, girl, and file them before you do your hair, because they will snag on your hair. They will cause split ends, and once the hair is split, it just continues to split up the hair shaft unless you cut it. Another thing that you don't want to do with your natural hair is allow it to rub up against cottony surfaces a lot. So let me explain what I mean. Put your bonnet on at night, girl. Like, I am that person that does like the bonnet check the same way like Heather Lindsay does with her husband. They do like the bed check at night. I'm like bonnet check girl. I'm like, hey ladies, make sure you got your bonnets on, because when you talking about growing your hair out, you want to make sure that you're sleeping with something silk on your head, or you're just going to continue to rub your hair out, rub the moisture out of your hair. It's going to be dry. But also what people don't realize, when your hair is longer and it's rubbing up against your like cotton blouses all day and your sweaters and stuff, that's rubbing out the ends of your hair. So that's also something that you just want to be cautious and aware of. So now what I'm gonna do is take disposable plastic caps. They're made from Donna. I don't know who Donna is. And it says that these are jumbo size. I got the jumbo size, but the jumbo sizes, oh no, these are super jumbo, you guys. See, look, super jumbo. Definitely didn't need super jumbo, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on my head. And now I'm just gonna sit for a little while, and then I'm gonna use my hand blow dryer just to like warm it up a little bit. I would say make sure that you pay attention to the oil that you're putting in your hair. And actually next week's video that I'm doing is going to be this versus that series that I'm going to be working on. So I'm going to be doing like 2 different hair products in my hair at the same time. And the first one that I'm going to do is coconut oil on one side of my hair versus olive oil on the other side of my hair, to see which one works better. Now for me, I use coconut oil all the time. When I first went natural, I used olive oil all the time. But I know a lot of people say that coconut oil just doesn't respond well to their hair. And so I think what happens a lot of times when people go natural, like you'll think that like your hair just isn't made for natural, which I don't really, to be honest, I don't really know what that means. I know a lot of people say like, oh, everybody's hair doesn't really look good natural. Everybody's hair isn't really cute natural. I don't agree with that, but that's just my opinion. That's how I feel about that. I think if it's the hair that grows out of your hair, you learn how to style it, and you're fine to be natural. Doesn't mean everybody should wear a picked out round afro. I don't necessarily like that look all the time. And everybody doesn't want to wear a twist out. It's up to you to rock it, but I don't think you have to relax your hair for it to look good. But that's my opinion, once again. But a lot of times people will think, oh, natural just doesn't work on my hair, when actually it's something that you're using that your hair just doesn't really like. And I know for a lot of people that has been coconut oil. I don't know why, I've just heard that a lot. For some people, they'll say that their scalp is really inflamed with it. I don't get those type of results, but I will say I do go through times where my hair is just not feeling coconut oil, and I'll have to go back to olive oil. But I actually think here soon I'm going to switch and go to olive oil just to see how my hair responds, because I really want to grow my hair longer. And I know a lot of people are like, longer, but my hair, so like the way my hair is set up, it will kind of like grow to the point that it is now, maybe a little bit longer, and then it'll just kind of stop. And usually at that point I'll have some type of like hair disaster where I'll have to cut it a lot, like the heat damage thing, or the thing with the bentonite clay, or I just struggle to take care of it at that time, and it doesn't really get a chance to get much longer than that. And so I am in this place right now, especially since I'm doing YouTube videos, where if I'm gonna encourage you guys to take care of your hair, I have to take care of my hair. And so I want to implement a lot more things into my regimen when I get the time. One of those things is really figuring out which oil my hair likes the best. And so a 4th tip that I would give is to just really test your hair and see what it likes before you just throw the natural thing all away. Some people, your hair is not going to respond very well to coconut oil. Some people, your hair is not going to respond very well to Shea Moisture products. You have to kind of keep testing it and see what it is that your hair likes and doesn't like before you just throw the whole thing away. I am going to, like I said, put a little bit of blow dried heat on my hair, and then I'm going to rinse it out. And then I am going to go ahead and do my styling, because it's getting kind of late. And I don't like doing anything late, you guys. So comment below and let me know if you guys have any questions. Let me know if you've had any types of things that have happened to your hair that you just hated. Hopefully you guys can get some really good stuff out of what I said. And yeah, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and blow dry my hair now to get this warm, and then I'm gonna rinse it out, and I'm gonna go into styling so that I can get my little skivvies in the bed. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe below. And I got so many more things coming at you guys, like a lifestyle video coming up this Sunday. It's about my trip to Chicago. I went to Chicago with a good friend of mine right before Christmas, which is about a month ago now, and we ate our way through Chicago for like 3 days, and it was amazing. It was so fun, and I'm gonna post a video about that trip tomorrow. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Like, comment, subscribe, and have a good night.